Hi guys. Um yeah, so I'll just do an update on the situation. Um so lawyer filed a motion. Why do I say notion? Cuz motion is not the same word in regular English than it is in the court room language. It's just so bizarre how they name things in the legal system. So anyway, so the motion was filed, and a court date is set, or whatever hearing date, which is gonna be over Zoom. Which I figured I knew that because uh the in-person courtrooms right now they're not doing, so it kind of benefits me because I don't have to like, if it wasn't for the situation, I would have to personally appear there or have my lawyer appear there, and I don't live there, so that's 10-hour drive away. That would be a hell for me. And then again, if this situation didn't exist, a lot of things wouldn't be happening anyway. So, like, really, I should feel thankful? Not really. Um, um, so a whole month from now, I have to wait. That's nice. Yeah, real nice. So, um this is just so disheartening, and I feel really, really bad that I let my son go once again, and it's because of my fear, internal fear or subconscious fear of what could happen if I don't go along with what this guy tells me to do. And it's always been like that. And I'm learning now that it's part of the trauma bond, and that gives me some peace to know that. But most people are, they're not really up up to date on all how narcissism works, and most people just have like a general understanding of it. So, and the courts, forget about it. I mean, they benefit from misunderstanding this kind of thing. I mean, you could bring you can bring up something like parental alienation that might actually be recognized by the judge, by the court. So, I could bring that up, but I can't really tell them, hey, this guy is a narcissist, because that's just not going to work. I mean, and a lot of people are misusing that term, and they cheapened it. They cheapened it. Pop culture or whatever has cheapened the severity of the illness. And that doesn't work in anyone's favor, any victim's favor at all. So stop throwing the word narcissist around. Even high schoolers are using the word. They have no idea what it means. They want to say that there's a lot of G trucks or whatever. What do you call those Mercedes trucks? There's a lot of rich people where I live, and it's just like, your truck looks the same as any other fucking truck. Like your Mercedes G truck. I swear to God, it did not stand out to me until my son pointed out to me, and I'm like, what is that? I don't notice. You can barely even notice that car. It's so ugly. Ugh. I think it's called a G truck. I don't understand people like that. Like, most of those people are narcissists. They just want to show off, and it's really sickening because a lot of people can't even make enough money to eat, let alone buying a G truck. Anyway, yeah, that was distracting because I actually seen one go by, and then like 10 minutes later, I seen one with the other one behind it, like a black one, and I think a white or gray one was behind it. And I guess they are together and they both have G trucks. Like, good for you. Whatever. But I don't want to work to spend all my money on you know, an expensive truck. I don't see that as worth it. And also, that's a waste of my hard-earned money. Even if I had that much money, I wouldn't be spending it on that. It's ridiculous. So I don't know. I don't understand that world. I really don't. But I don't know. I'm depressed. I gotta wait a whole month and then go through this shit again on the Zoom, through Zoom, via Zoom, whatever. So. And then what if he doesn't even grant it, you know? I wasted $2,000 on that motion. Just to file that. Just to file that. It's a motion to return my children back to, where I live. Which, I don't know what is the odds that I'm gonna get that granted. I don't know. I'm trying to keep a positive mindset about it, but it just bothers me because the way that my ex set it up for me to fail is really just hard to explain. And you can't even explain that to the courts because they don't want to hear it. They'll think you're making excuses and stuff. But these people are skilled and they take pride in their deceit. So, and the courts don't care. I think they know these people exist, but they just don't care because they want to make their money as fast and as easy as possible. And they don't want to complicate things. And in that case, if I get sued to pay this child support and all that, that's a lifelong, not a lifelong, but until my kids are adults, that's a whole big expense for me. I'm going to be working just to pay that. And this guy makes more money. He makes he was bragging about how he had 3 jobs. And obviously he doesn't report the 3 jobs. He just reports 1 job, which is against the law, obviously. But this person is a skilled con artist, and he always did that anyway. He used to work on the table jobs on top of the regular job he had. And then he has his girlfriend there. They go on trips, and it doesn't matter how they got the money. What matters is that they have the money and they get the money and they find a good partner. I guess he found a good partner because she must be just like him and yeah, just like him and ready to step on whoever they have to step on to get to the top. And I really believe that he will marry her immediately after we divorce, just to hurt me because he knew I wanted a big wedding and stuff and a nice gathering for a wedding. And he'll have the money because he'll be making it from me. This money's not going to the children. He doesn't even give the children the money now. He doesn't even take care of the children now with his own money. You know what I'm saying? What makes me think that he's going to go out of his way to get my kids to the doctors and get my kids to get clothes and haircuts and things like that? That's not going to happen. So And he knows that. And he wants to show me that he wants to make sure I know that they're not being taken care of, even though he has quite a bit of money. That he goes out, constantly goes out. These people don't like to stay still, and they always have to be doing something, and he just keeps going on these vacations with his new fiance because they're engaged. We're not divorced yet, and they got engaged probably sometime last year. I knew this guy would do these things. I knew. Just his character showed the way he really was. And stupidly, I thought it was a cool thing to go along with, and like a Bonnie and Clyde, us against the world kind of thing. And then I never realized that I was also getting played behind my back. And yeah. Don't go with the bad boys, because they will turn on you, and they're lying to you when they say that it's just you against the world. That's the kind of mindset I had, and I already know all his steps. I mean, he made sure I knew that my son was not being taken care of on purpose, and that he allows that woman to yell at my son and whatever. My son right now, he's still complaining about them making him take long walks in the morning and things, and he has a lot of energy. I think they do that so he can be completely drained of energy and not bother them, throughout the day. And that's not right. A kid is full of energy. They're supposed to play the energy off and run it off and go with their friends. But no, that's not what's going on. Okay. They're putting my daughter on a pedestal, love bombing her. I say they because I think she's just like him, it seems. She's a narc, I think. She's she's a big Trump supporter and everything. I mean, that says a lot right there. Pretty sure she's a racist, but I don't know what she's doing with my ex. Like, he's dark. I think it's because she has like this fetish. Republicans are dirty behind closed doors. So I don't know. I mean, like, that's why I'm thinking she's more of a narcissist. Because what's she doing with a black guy? Like, I mean, my ex is not black, but he's kind of black, like Dominican. So he's dark. But the thing is, like, she was raised kind of like in a white Christian conservative. Why is she involved with my ex that's like from New Jersey and used to live in the Bronx? And it's so bizarre. The only thing that makes sense is that she's also a narc like him, or even worse, and that means that my son is going to be abused by her. And I swear to God, I will go to prison and kill that woman, because no one's going to treat my son like garbage. My son is very special and lively, and he likes to dance, and he's I wanted to encourage his talents, his natural talents, and things that he likes and enjoys. And the narcissist doesn't do those kinds of things when they raise kids. They want them to conform and to and to be just there. And my son has not special needs, but he has a learning difficulty, and I had him in IEP classes here in New Jersey, and he refuses to acknowledge that, and he just tells me that I'm a bad mother and I don't take care of him and I don't teach him anything. So yeah, so he's not enrolled in the IEP program or any special program. They're gonna ruin my kids and my daughter already. She's kind of like in a fog. She has to have the newest iPhone, all these things. Like, little by little, they groom. And another thing is, the distance wise, 10 hours away works perfectly for him, because when you're in those long, I wish more people would do some videos on this, but the narcissist loves being in a car trapped with you for long distances. They will find any excuse necessary for you to be trapped in the car with them so they can fuck with your mind, and this is what's happening. He's driving back and forth with my kids because he is grooming my daughter, which she's almost already gone. Like, her respect towards me has dropped tremendously. And every time he makes the trip, 10 hours trip, he just uses that time to manipulate and put ideas and plant seeds in her head and mind. And that, how do you explain this? You can't explain this to a judge, because they really don't care or know about any of that. They just think it's an excuse to like get it, because the normal parents are angry with each other, but they don't stoop to such a level as a narcissist would. But some of them understand that, but it's very slow to learn here in this society, because our society is run by them. So it's not like they're going to openly admit stuff like that. That's the hidden background of the United States. Like, most of the successful people are narcissists or psychopaths, for the most part. And that's the truth. So but I'm not giving up until my son is safe, permanent with me. My daughter, she's a lot older than my son, so of course I want my daughter back too, but she is so stubborn and resistant to anything that I would like for her to do, So it's difficult, but my son is a lot younger and more not as affected. Like I said, he's not the one that my husband's grooming or doing really anything with. He just completely ignores my son and lets his girlfriend, who probably resents him, and my ex is feeding her all kinds of lies about me, or making her jealous of me, which I don't want my husband in any way, but he makes it sound like I'm still pining for him and stuff like that. So that creates a very volatile environment, and then she could take it out on my son, which she already has. He does not like her, and kids know, they have a good intuition to these things, and and my daughter's already a teenager. She's easy to deal with and manage, but my son has special needs also, but the narcissists detest people with problems like that, so they just pretend it away like it doesn't exist. That's how they deal with things. And it's like, okay, what is that noise now? it's just it's got to the point where because I know these things, I can feel them, I can sense them, and it's causing a rife between my kids too, because my daughter is getting special treatments and my son is getting the shit stick of it all. And how am I gonna get over here? What's that noise now? You see, my car is making all kinds of noise now. I don't know what to do with it. What's that noise? See, I don't know what's going on with this. I won't have money to pay. I'm not gonna have money to fix my car. These people are strategic and diabolical. I guess in their minds, I was supposed to be the prisoner. This is how they think, and they think no one knows about this kind of, because nobody did know about this for so many years. No one addressed people like this. They did it. They went undetected for the most part, and now we're learning more and more and more as we go along in life throughout the years. So now we know that people don't think alike. I mean, I guess we should have really kind of caught on to that, since we have so many criminals and crimes and all kinds of weird stuff happening that most normal people won't do. So we kind of should have caught on to the fact that, hey, there's a certain people here and there's a certain people there, and they're different mindsets, and they're running their life differently than others. So, like, they're running on off a different program, right? And they're able to blend in easily because the society allows this kind of behaviors. Like they promote it. Because most of the people at the top are them. They're predators. So this is how our society works. It's hard to come to terms with all that. I mean, we know. That's why some of us just deny the way humanity works, and in nature in general. I mean, nature in general is pretty vicious. Like, there's tigers and then there's freaking antelope. I mean, you put them together and what do you get? A horrific murder scene. Like, life is not what we think it is. It's a creepy ass place, if you ask me. Creepy, scary, deceptive, and just insane. Honestly, I wish, sometimes I just don't want to get up and wish that I wouldn't get up and see, anything is better than this in my eyes nowadays. Like, emptiness and nothingness is better than this. It has to be, because there's no feelings there. There's no pain. There's no helplessness. There's no fear. There's no you can die in so many kinds of horrific ways in real life. Who wants to really take that challenge on? Because I don't want to take this challenge on anymore. This is a horrible game of life or whatever. And I've been trying to play it the way I would like it to go. And then it won't go because there's a reality that's a lot darker than we want to accept. And just coming to terms with that is the hardest thing in life I think anyone will ever go through. If you're a woke person, if you're a person that has intuition and cares about the truth about things. If you don't, if you don't care about the truth, then you create your own little worlds. And that's what a lot of us do. We create our own little worlds in our bubbles so we don't get hurt. Or so we think. And then when the bubble breaks, then we're like, what the hell happened here? What is this shit out here? I don't know how to survive out here, So, oh man, this car is... They just be selling cars and not having a conscience about it, How do you get a good car unless it's brand new? Unless you're stuck making payments every month for it, We're all slaves and part of the assembly line of workers that work for the sick people that really run things, which are the psychopaths and the narcissists. Borderlines, don't put borderlines in that mix, because borderlines cannot even it's hard as hell to get through one day. Imagine trying to rule a whole community of people. I don't think that will ever happen. So borderlines are not like narcissists or psychopaths. We're just not. And there's other medical and mental conditions that are not the same. Like, there's so many different types of people, and it's so complex. I don't blame people for wanting to be in their little worlds, but the ones that are enabling people that are committing crimes against humanity, I don't respect. I think that is just abominable. Like, that's like something gods would do. We're not gods. We're human beings, and we're all generally in the same boat together, But wow, just wow. I gotta wait a whole month now to see what they're going to do about this problem with my kids, which they're not gonna do anything about it, and they're gonna waste my money doing that. So that's great too, isn't it? I mean, that I'm gonna be stuck at square one, not having any kind of money again, and trying to scrape and save for money. Because right now the jobs are few and far in between, let me tell you. Very few jobs. And we got this health crisis. What's going on here? Is this the end of everything? Because sometimes I wish it would be the end. Just the end. Just the end. Like the dinosaurs. They were all wiped out by an asteroid. Wipe us out somehow. Just do it now. I don't want to go through this death slowly. I want it. Most of us don't want to experience this shit slowly dying like that. We'd rather have it just go in one big bang, and that's it. And that's that. Why can't life or the universe be that, that lenient, at least merciful? Be at least somewhat merciful, whatever is out there. Okay? Just the one shot. I'm waiting for it any day now, and I hope it comes. And this is so sad to think about or to say. But the way that, like, I cannot handle things anymore, and it's getting harder and harder for me to handle things, and not seeing any hope or any progress. It's just like, I just wish one day I would, and it would be over and just gone. That's it. Sorry if anyone's depressed or upset by that, but it's the truth. And American flag. Why is your American flag so important? Like, we have to have all these symbols and icons. I thought in the Bible it says not to worship idols. Isn't the American flag symbol an idol? I don't know much about the... I mean, I know about the Bible and stuff, but it's just ridiculous. Oh, come on, look at these people with their Trump stuff. This is just like a nightmare. I'm pretty sure it's these damn old people. They don't want to end. They don't want their lives to end, and they're being selfish about it. It's like, how much more? You ever see those ads now? I've seen those ads with like super old people saying that, oh, who says we had to age? And something. She's like 80 something years old and she looks like she's 30. Like, that's abnormal, people. That's not natural. Like you're at a certain age. I'm talking about 70, 80 years old. You're at a certain age. You should be accepting of your fate. You should have experienced what you wanted to experience in life. You should have done something to participate into your society by now. Why are you holding on to life for dear life like that? Must be because you believe that you're gonna go to hell, and you probably will if there is a hell, because of the way that you treated people and being narcissistic and all that and selfish. So yeah, you're afraid of dying, huh? Well, I'm not. I can't wait. I will it. So, because I am not liking the way this shit is going, and it's gonna get worse. So I don't want to be here for that. Because why? So I can become wrinkly and disabled, or dilapidated, and freaking make people take care of me? No, you don't have to take care of nobody. Like, I don't believe in that. I'm sorry if that sounds cynical, but we're in a cynical world right now. That's my view on it. Okay? That's my cynical take on things. If anyone cares, that is. So anyway, I gotta go because I don't know what the hell I'm doing since I have no life and no job or anything. Or no future. At this point, I'm depressed, obviously. But I've been hoping for so long, Anyway, well, that's all I gotta say for now. Thanks for listening. Please like, share, and subscribe. Leave me a comment to encourage me to do more videos. Hope everyone's taking care of themselves, and thank you for listening. Bye.